My name's Adrian from Losh TV, and I usually attempt to cover as much of Universal Orlando as I can, with a huge chunk of that coverage coming from Halloween Horror Nights, due to the fact that, like many of you watching this video, I love this event so much, and to explain to you why I love this event and what it means to me, I have to go back to the beginning. Back in 1997, oh, not that far back? Okay. Sorry, we go back to 2007. A young Losh sitting in front of his TV with a bowl of cereal watching some Saturday morning cartoons, most likely Scooby-Doo, until commercials hit the TV that really piqued my interest.
So what's my future?
You don't have one.
Just for a little bit of reference, I was 10 years old at the time and I was absolutely in love with the horror genre. However, when I asked my parents if I can go to Halloween Horror Nights that year, my mom told me that I have to wait until I'm old enough or until I can pay for my own ticket. Now, this did not stop young Adrian from going in and researching Halloween Horror Nights to every single which way, whether it was forums, YouTube videos, or just watching the website evolve from beginning to end, and I do mean end because it's gone now. Bring it back, please. But alas, we move forward a few years and we see that that hard work has finally paid off, as in early 2013, I got my first job and I started to save money, which led to me finally going to Halloween Horror Nights for the first time ever.
See if you can survive the biggest names in horror at the nation's premier Halloween event, Halloween Horror Nights.
Well, if you would have had the same experience I had at my first Horror Nights, you might question why I decided to make this a yearly tradition for myself, as I only did 5 of the 8 haunted houses and overall my group did not have a good time. It was the fog, the scares, the screams, everything all together culminating into this weird sensation of me loving it. I didn't know it at the moment, but that day, that faithful day in September in 2013, was the day that forever changed my life. Halloween Horror Nights and I were now in sync. We go together. And walking into my first ever haunted house, which was Urban Legends La Llorona, was the moment that really blew me away. I have only ever imagined walking into some amazing sets and seeing things like this. I've done it with attractions my whole life because I've gone to Universal my whole life as a kid, but I never imagined walking through these kind of sets. And truthfully, being able to see an original story come from the Universal creative team and it be blown into this huge, beautiful haunted house, all within a sprung tent, to say the least, is truly mesmerizing and truly amazing. And that moment right there is the moment that I knew I belonged going to Halloween Horror Nights, and it's the moment I knew I wanted to continue to go to Halloween Horror Nights from there on in. Now, as for my life as a content creator, that truly did not spark into my brain until the moment I watched some of my favorite creators create content for the event. I'll give you my big 3 at the time that got me hooked, and they were View from the Cheap Seats, Tim Tracker, and Zombie Chris. Without watching them and feeling motivated to start content creating, I don't think I would have ever done it. That paired along with my trip to HHN 27, which was the last year of Bill and Ted's Excellent Halloween Adventure, being there for the final round of the shows made me wish that I had a platform to post some of my favorite moments and life events, which essentially led to the birth of Losh TV in January of 2018. On my channel, for years now, I have discussed Halloween Horror Nights in many different shapes and forms, as I've talked about HHN's history, speculation, and so much more in between. It's just a good feeling to know that if I ever want to look back at some HHN memories that I've experienced myself, I can just scroll back to my channel and see those memories. And just to give you a small example of what I have, some of my favorite memories that have come from HHN and YouTube altogether we can look back at HHN 28 opening night, which, believe it or not, was my first Halloween Horror Nights upload in terms of in-park action, and it was my fiancée Lexi's very first trip to Halloween Horror Nights, meaning that we have it forever immortalized in a video on this platform, which is amazing. And to pair along with that, I also have my first ever podcast that I ever did with Exploring Attractions, which was Horror Nights Unscripted, in which I got to interview some amazing people like Tim Tracker and Julie Zimmerman. All of this is such an amazing feeling. There's that and so many other countless memories thanks to YouTube and Horror Nights, but the memories do not conclude there, as some of my favorite Halloween Horror Night memories happen behind the camera. When I'm with my friends like Aiden from Dreamport Productions or Zombie Chris, when we're in the park enjoying the event that we all love. Whether it's walking through a haunted house multiple times in the last hour, or waiting in line just talking to each other, it is some of my favorite things. And to add some flavor to this, one of the best feelings and the most accomplishing things that have ever happened is whenever I'm in the park and one of you guys, or anyone in general, comes up to me or us and tells us that they love our content. And I can speak for everyone that's in this video, saying that that is the most surreal feeling ever, knowing that a simple little video that you put out is watched by these people and they loved it. Even if it only touches one person, it's still an amazing feeling, and it feels like such a full circle moment, and nothing ever tops that feeling. The greatest thing ever is being at Halloween Horror Nights with friends and just being able to enjoy everything no matter what else is going on. And with that being said, I want to say a huge thank you to the Horror Fiends for having me on to tell you why I love Halloween Horror Nights and what it means to me. And never forget to stay excellent, my dudes.